Good morning. In this short sharing regarding the Father's table and the Lord's table, we'll analyze the value and importance of the Father's table and the Lord's table to get to understand where we are and why we should be where we are. We'll study as reviewed in Psalm 23, verse 1. So, to get a better understanding of it, we would have to read the war chapter. Unfortunately, due to the interest of time, we'll only get to read verse 1 and verse 6. Psalm 23 verse 1, please. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. Verse 6. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Let it be known now that God's desire from the very beginning was Psalm 23 verse 1 and verse 6. He wanted and constituted an individual who embodied his nature and then collectively called that person into a body he calls house. So Psalm 23 verse 1 and verse 6 are what God wanted from the very beginning. But unfortunately, because of the fall, God had to provide a way for that fallen man to be reinstated. So Psalm 23 verse 2 to verse 5 is the process of restoration. What he wants is verse 1 and verse 6. But to move from verse 1 to verse 6, a restoration process we call redemption, or we can call it salvation, has to happen. But for better understanding, we need to understand what exactly is God restoring. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7, please. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. The Lord God formed the man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. Can you please turn to the KJV? Thank you. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. The word of interest there, I'd like you to hold on to the word soul. Firstly, let's speak on the word living. The word living in the Hebrew means to have life and be sustained. Remember in John 10:10, Jesus said that I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly. Now let's look at the word soul. The word soul in the Hebrew is the word nefesh. It's literally translated as soul, but it's also, its meaning is, firstly, it means activity of the mind. Secondly, it means activity of the character. We're going to stop right there. Activity of the character. We have been taught that character is who you are and personality is what people see. Well, that is a misdefinition. The word character in the original context in Greek is not a noun but a verb. It is not who you are. Character is the ability to conform what you are to who you are. I'll repeat that. Character is the ability to conform what you are to who you are, so that when people look at you, what they see is who you are. In this case, you are sons of God. So this ability that the man was given was his ability to conform his identity to this realm. The breath being talked about in the Hebrew is the word neshama, and it refers to the Spirit of God. So when the Spirit of God was breathed into man, it revived man and capacitated him to be a living soul. Now, let's look at this. When something is living, even biologically, it means there are activities that are happening within that organism to keep it alive. So living is associated closely with functionality. So when the breath of God was breathed on the man became a functional being. In essence, he was now able to imprint the nature of God on this physical realm. The problem is this. When man failed, he got trapped somewhere. Let's move back to Psalm 23 verse 1.